start. How you doing? How you doing? I'm the handsome singer host, Christopher Dylan Williams, and I'm elated and blessed to have you here on the podcast today. 2025, summer 2025, I will be a graduate of the Southern University. Now, I can participate in the 2024 commencement because we do not have a summer graduation. It doesn't exist no more for Southern University. There's not a lot of people. But I technically, officially graduated from Southern University. First, I'd like to thank God. A lot of prayer, a lot of prayer. God has got me through this, through the lows, through the highs, and I'm grateful. And man, I'm trying not to get a little emotional, man, because I'm gonna miss a lot of people, man. Um, a lot of people, teachers, um, have built me to where I am today. And I'm forever grateful for your friendship, for your love, for your wisdom, your prayers, just allowing me to just be me and being able to shine a light and be positive towards other people. I'm very grateful to y'all. Um, to my mass communication people, um, it was amazing, guys. A lot of memories, a lot of laughs, a lot of cries. But I'm forever grateful. We've been together for at least 4 or 5 years, and that's, to be honest with you, that's rare. That is rare to especially in college, to be with the same people for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. That is rare, guys. But we did it. Just the amount of effort, just the amount of things that happen in our lives that we are about to do, for our dreams, for everything that we want to do in life is going to be beautiful. And I'm forever grateful for each and every one of you. So this video that we're now about to share is basically not a biography, but everything that I did, Southern University's mass communications. Um, yeah, so it's part of my graduation video, part of my send off, and yeah, I hope you like it. Okay, let's get started. Cause I did a previous video before, and it had a lot of technical difficulties, but we got it. Okay, let's see. Now I'm about to add the video onto here. Okay, here we go. Hope you like the video, guys. All right. Okay, let's go. Mass communications major. I will be walking the stage for spring 24, but I am a summer graduate, so I'm technically spring 25. But I'm just a culmination of the past 4 or 5 years that I've been here has been a blessing. You know, I never would have imagined where I was. I was used to be a shy kid, you know, and I never knew that my high school teacher would be my college teacher for about 3 years. It's crazy. It's crazy how life works, man. But I've been blessed enough to make friendships, make um, you know, things that has happened in my life. I've done the kickoff show, being an anchor. I've worked with the City Coulier, with Cities on the Clock. I've done a lot with mass communications, but what I'm going to miss about it is
the family, the camaraderie that we have with each other. Um, try not to get a little emotional, but I know these people for 4 years, and they allow me to just be myself. That's what I love about them. Just being myself and able to be a be a how can I say it? Just put smiles on people's faces. Really, that's what it really taught me to do. Um, but I also, I'm very grateful, because they're always supportive. And they're like, Chris, when's the podcast? When's the next show? I'll be like, it's on Tuesday. Okay, we're gonna watch it. So this class, Mastering Patience as a whole, has allowed me to become the person I am today. Not only get out of my shell, 'cause I used to be a very shy kid, um, but it allowed me to be myself, be authentic, and also just build a platform, make a reel of myself. I want to be a talk show host, podcaster, talk show host, and that's really the goals that I've set for myself. That I prayed for, and I'm doing that. And but Southern allowed me to build my resume. I'll be at like in the podcast room a lot, and I'll be like, "Oh, it's the Christopher Williams Show podcast." And I act like I have different people around me just to do that. So Southern has allowed me to build a platform for myself, build reels, build connections that are going to last a lifetime.
So my first question was, what inspired you to pursue a degree in medicine?
Wow, that's a good one. Well, what inspired me to go into medicine? First, I was an interdisciplinary studies major, history major. So coming to Southern University, I was a kid. I didn't really know anything about college. But I grew around Southern. My grandfather, Leandre Williams, worked 50 years in the Southern University system for agriculture. So I was literally born, well, not born in this campus, but I grew up around this campus, and 18-year-old me, and also coming through the pandemic, it was kind of just like it was scary. It was scary. I haven't been away from home. It was hard, man. But I remember during the pandemic, I started a podcast, and I started Crystal Method Man Faith Podcast. And what I learned from that is therapy for everybody, because everybody was going through something. And I'm really big on my faith. And God was using me to reach out to people and say it's okay. We this is a pandemic, but God is bigger than this. So when I came to Southern, it was like 2021, late 2021, spring 2021. Then I decided, all right, I'm doing podcasts. I want to be a talk show host. Let me do Mass Comm. And for the past, I guess, 4.5 years, I've done it. It's opened a lot of doors for me. I was grateful enough to become friends with Miss Sydney Coulier. And that's a blessing about it, because it was just like, I wasn't even thinking about being a sports broadcaster at first. She was like, Chris, would you want to be my co-host? I was like, yes. And what that gave me was just connections, just connections that I can take a long time wherever God takes me, Because after college, I'm thinking about either grad school or seminary. So,
All right, don't go too far now.
Yeah.
So, how have you personally grown since your first year?
I personally grown. Wow. Okay. So,
And professionally. You already spoke on some of the things you're doing. So, how have you personally grown since your first year?
I'll say I'm very more very more open to asking for help. Because back then, it's like, like just being a shy kid, you don't really talk a lot. Maybe around your family, but I was just like, Southern allowed me to be confident in myself and actually look within myself and be me. Go into a door and act like, okay, you got the job, or just be yourself. That's what I really learned from Southern. Asking for help. Don't wait till last minute. I'm still learning that. But I've gotten better. Don't wait till last minute to do assignments. Because once I get out to that news station or that radio show, they're like this, Doc. Every day. They don't stop. It does not stop. It doesn't.
What was the most challenging part of your academic journey? How did you overcome it?
Academic journey.
Just your journey in general.
I think waiting to that's a little tough one. Well, how can I put? I guess learning when some doors close in your life and how to cope with that. Because I realized that what's meant for you is meant for you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to do anything. But I struggle with that. Not just I'm not gonna say abandonment, but just opportunities. Thinking that I'm supposed to be there, but sometimes when you miss, like say for instance, like if you miss like an interview that wasn't meant for you. A lot of things that we take for granted can be a blessing in disguise because it can get towards your purpose. See, God has a way of working things. He removes, he replaces, he puts people in your life, he take them out, So I had to learn, okay, God is doing something in my life for a purpose. And my purpose might not be the way that he wants for me. But I had to understand that within myself, okay, a lot of opportunities that I get, I won't get because God didn't make them for me. If he did, it would have been like putty in my hand. Like for real.
I got two more questions.
Okay.
What does graduation mean to you?
Graduation. Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you, Doc. When I saw that cap and gown, I broke down. I was just like, man, I was just a kid in my room, not thinking what will be next with life. And because before, I went to Lee Magnet High School. I graduated with 3.8, and it was graduation time. And, I played football back then. Now it's like, I'm about to graduate. My family about to see me. I might dance when I get my diploma or something like that. But I didn't do that because my mom, she's serious. But it was when the doctor told me, you're like, Chris, you sick, you can't go to that graduation, I broke down. And in that moment, it hurt me. I was just like, sick from COVID.
Oh.
And I was just like, it was just like a gut punch. Because like when you were a kid, you just be like, oh man. But when I realized God changed my perspective. You're like, son, you're gonna graduate one day. This time is not a good time. Everybody's suffering, some people getting sick. It's not a good time. But the Lord was faithful. I got my diploma. I got into Southern University. And that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, so what's gonna happen when you walk across this stage?
I'm gonna give God the glory. I'm gonna give God. That's all I can do, man. I'm gonna give him the glory because I realized in college, graduating college, it tests your faith a lot. Oh, okay. Yeah. Christopher Williams. We did it, guys. We did it.
Okay. Guys, that was the video. It was a long video. It was a long video to edit, but I am forever grateful for the people that God has placed in my life and have allowed me to not just be a part of this moment to graduating, but for the long haul as well. You know, all of you have been a special part of my life, um, and it's a beautiful thing, guys. And I wish all of you the best, whether it's college, um, whether you're graduating next year, man. Um, may God be with you and continue to persevere, guys. Continue to make memories. Continue to take pictures. You know, involve yourself on campus. You know, I wish I can go back. I wish I didn't do it so late and involve myself because I did it my senior year and junior year. But you know, experience is experience. But I'm forever grateful for all of you and thank you all for everything. Um, y'all will be seeing me at homecoming, so y'all better say hello. But Chris Williams out, class of 25. Peace. More videos to come and subscribe.